This is Dizzy May on the left, Roddy on the right. And this is day 4 of the foster mums. Dizzy May went in on Tuesday. It took a couple of days to settle, and Roddy joined yesterday. After an initial adjusting phase, he settled down really nice, as you can see. Because they've settled so well, we're going to go ahead and try Cappy in tomorrow morning. The two adult females are Pan and Martha. This is Martha. And they've helped to settle each other as well, because generally they don't like staying in the intro cage very much, but together they seem a bit more settled. So we're going to stick with them. We've got the alpha female paradise at the door with Button.
Anyway, we wanted to add Cappy today, but maybe it's not the best idea because Roddy is still, like, he's not 100% settled, probably because he's not being carried around and stuff all the time. So he mostly just clings to Dizzy May, and if we add Cappy, it could very well happen that Cappy and Roddy will just cling to each other the whole time, which is what we want to avoid by adding them one-on-one or one by one in the first place. So Dizzy May is just going into the feeding cage. Roddy is following behind. Hello, Martha. Pan. That was Pan. Roddy on the left and Dizzy May on the right are playing. Rainy day. Outside we've got Malawi and Mags. Pan telling them off a bit for coming too close. Dizzy May. Oh gosh. Well, Dizzy May just had a bath. What did you do? Oh, it's good that it warmed up a little. And Roddy is drinking the water off his sister. Dizzy May and Pan. And Roddy.
Alright. I'll find them.
Be careful. Yeah, be careful.
I'll find them somewhere.
Yeah, because then I can give you.
Cold day in Disneyland. All babies snuggled up. Who's in there? Terry?
Where is she? Yes, little Terry is in here with her head buried.
Got Terry. We've got to keep Terry warm. She's still not doing too good, so it's important to keep her warm. You can still hear her snuffling, but she's getting a little bit better. Then Oswald, the biggest of the bunch, and his buddy Edson. Who have we got here? We've got Jans. And this is Cosimo on the top and Minimax. No, that's Finley on the top, sorry.
Edson's doing well without Oswald. He's been going in and out of the feeding cage. He has small drinks at a time, but he's still at least going in and out. Yes, well done, boy. Well done. Here's Minimax, still drinking from the Royal Canin bottle. Slowly. Cuddling Finley and Jans on the left. And here we've got Terry. It's a lot quieter in here without Oswald, without him attaching to Edson all the time. It's actually made a big difference. It makes care actually much easier for these guys too. Minimax and Finley. And Terry. And then we've got Edson and then Cosimo. So here is everybody in Disneyland. And the 3 Goliath babies are just going to go up. So that will be Edson, Cosimo and Jans. We've got Terry, and then, oh my goodness, Minimax. Can't see you all up in here. Finley, this must be. And then, this is Edson, I think. Yeah. And then, Jans and Cosimo. Big pile of babies. On your screen.
So today, Cosimo, Jans and Edson are gonna make it up to Goliath Indoor Cage, where they'll continue their training. But that will be their foster group.
There they are.
So we want to bring them up to finish their training, and so they can start to meet the monkeys and get accustomed to the new cage. Also to make the group in here a bit easier to manage, as it's getting big. So we've got Jans on the left.
Cosimo's here.
That's Cosimo, sorry.
And
Oh yeah, and then this is Jans on the right.
It's
And Edson with the dark face on the left.
and look at that little face.
Sweeties. Okay. So you can put yours in first, Anne, because Cosimo's very clingy. You can go in with your blanket. Cozy.
The
Yes.
delivery is being packaged.
Here we go. Fingers. Little fingers. There you go.
Look, your friends have come to say goodbye.
There's Terry. Bye bye.
Yeah.
Stay for them.
And then we'll move them actually so they're not in the way.
There we are.
Do you want me to set up first and then put them up?
Yeah, you can just set them down and put the blanket out. I'll grab it. Yeah, you can go ahead and let them out. Why not? And I can sort this out after. There's Angelica. Oh, it's not. Sorry. Oh, it is. Oh, she's very fluffy.
Cozy? Baby?
This is Mirabelle.
No, I thought you'd be look at this.
We have Cosimo on the right, Jans in the center, and then Edson on the left at the Goliath intro cage on a warmer day, just exploring the top branches. Edson is doing really well in the feeding cage, but just a little scared of himself around the monkeys. Jans and Cosimo are on their way to drinking from the feeding cage, but need a little support, but show no fear of the mums and even the males coming through. And there's been a few interactions with them playing with the juveniles through the fence. So everybody doing really well today. Just checking out the branches, using some climbing skills. And behind me, I think a male just walked by. And everyone seems to be okay. They haven't discovered their perch yet, but maybe that'll be something for tomorrow.
Well, one wonders sometimes what the monkeys do when it's raining. Doesn't really look like they do much, to be honest. They still they do like the rain as long as it's not a very heavy rain. And as you can see, a lot of them are just looking around. Sometimes just to see if they can see any flying ants, which is a lovely meal for them, because when the ground gets soft and we get rain, you've got a lot of the flying ants coming out of the ground, and the monkeys get ready to catch them. So sometimes they're on alert for that. Other times, if it's been a very, very hot day, it's just nice to scamper around and chase each other in the rain. Or they go and hide under these nice shelters that we've managed to build for them to keep themselves dry if they really need to. But rain's not such a big thing unless it's here. You can see it's raining a little bit harder, and then of course they'll look for a little bit of shelter. But if it's just a light drizzle, they love being outside, they love playing in it, and they just enjoy themselves most of the time. Well, the monkeys have found the sunflower seeds. These are just like rogue sunflowers. Of course, we use a lot of sunflower seeds to supplement their diet, and of course these are some of them that have actually grown up, and the monkeys are having a little bit of fun eating little seeds from them, also jumping on the top of our protection for our veggie garden. If we didn't have the shade netting up here, we wouldn't be able to grow any veggies whatsoever, because these little guys like going in and watching what you're doing, and then pull up all the little plants that you've just planted to see why you planted them. So very difficult to grow things with vervets around. You do have to make a plan, but this is a very, very simple structure that one can actually put up that keeps them out, and then you can pretty much grow anything you like.
Lots of sunflowers for them to eat.
Little Yawns and Cosimo eating food.
Lovely, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and on Connie's lap. He's just got his picnic.
Redson.
Look at that, they're just loving it.
Well, yeah, we have tiny little Finley learning to climb the trees and everything like this, so he's become a little bit more adventurous, exploring the branches, climbing up and down, seeing what he can actually achieve. Not that he's going really far, but of course this is all the start. They are very, very brave little animals. They don't seem to be scared of heights whatsoever, but I suppose with the heights they're climbing trees, it's to be expected. So it's always good just to see them starting to learn the ropes and get used to the little hands and feet and how everything works, getting the little balance. And that's of course what Finley's doing at the moment. So he's just getting his eye coordination in, checking his little legs and arms work together properly. And one of these days he'll be a little expert.
Here, baby.
Just coming down to Coco. Good morning.
Good morning.
We have Alana. I do believe she is with an Oswald. So little Oswald's finally moving down to Coco. This cage has just been fixed up. It was a bit old and a bit run down, so we've given it a completely fresh makeover. How's he doing?
He's, in the last 20 minutes, he has started to play while the females are at the fence, which is a good sign. So I think building a little bit of confidence.
Get in there.
Yeah. You just come to me when you hear some
Oh,
fighting.
so he's running about himself.
He's running around and playing with a blanket monster here. So he hasn't wanted a drink yet, but I've got it near the feeding cage, so.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So, building confidence, eh?
Okay, cool. Who have we got here? Up the fence.
Lots of visitors.
Lots of visitors.
Lots of visitors. There's about 10 of them that came by this morning.
Can't actually see who that is.
Dizzy May and Pan. And Roddy. I'm off first at the gate with Changito and a button.
Well, you can actually see how quickly the transition is from them being frightened and scared little monkeys when they first come into the enclosure and meet these mothers to how relaxed they are now, running around, playing, climbing on their ropes, pulling faces at the monkeys in the troop, and always running and hugging the moms in the end of the day. So, it doesn't matter how much effort we have to put in the beginning. It's so nice to see these little guys getting to this point, accepting the moms, and it's not much longer before they're actually going to be ready to go out into the troop.
is holding Dizzy May. Fanny's on the side. Freddy's just around, not in there. Give her as a protective. Here he is. Dizzy May is screaming because she doesn't want to get off Martha's belly, but Martha wants her freedom back. Dizzy May. Stand still.
This is Roddy and Dizzy May. Got Roddy on the left, Dizzy May on the right. So Roddy was introduced here a couple of days ago. Joined Dizzy May, who had already been in here for a couple of days before that. So we introduced him one at a time slowly. And he has settled, as you can see. He's confident, he's playful. And he's starting to enjoy himself. A lot of attention from the troop today. The young ones anyway. We've got last year's orphans and the year before all around watching. In the background here we've got Poonam, Brew, Button, Kenny and Renee. So we're just missing Rocks from the juveniles.
Changito just stopping by. Martha and her are grooming Dizzy May right now. Well, Changito's struggling a bit to groom through the gate. And here's Roddy. Not so sure about it. Max just joined in. Pan just joined them. Dizzy May is on Martha and Roddy clinging to Dizzy May. It's lunchtime, which is nap time.
Lottie on the left, Claudette Marie in the middle, and little Zebulon in the front. Lottie. Lottie. So we're in Neverland at the moment, and we have teeny tiny little Zebulon and little Claudette Marie with her cast, and the one that's just run off, Lottie. It's been raining the last few days, but today the sun is out and it's a bit brighter, not so cold, so we're going to just sit at the door a bit for the babies. chocolate. That's Lottie with little Zebulon. Coming over to give Claudette Marie some hugs. The Neverland lot. So we have Claudette Marie with the bandaged hand, teeny tiny little Zebulon, and Lottie in the middle. Girls have spent a lot of time this morning play fighting, and every now and then Zebulon joins in.
So this morning, this is Gio and Cappy, and they're in the back of Disneyland, and it's Gio's turn to join the skunky group. So Cappy's not going to be very happy, going to lose his bud, but he'll join them in a day or two. And in the back we've got the noise of the the nebulizer. So Terry's getting their little dose of right. So it's going to be a screaming match when I separate these two, and then Luke has Cappy, and we'll take Gio down. It's a nice sunny day. Okay, so I have Gio here. I've just brought him down, and it's hard to see with the light on the fence. But basically we're just going to let him sit here in the airlock where he's very safe, just to get accustomed to the adults again. He was down here yesterday for 30 minutes, so a little warming up period before we set him inside, as he is quite screamy and quite nervous. So I want to try and make it as smooth as possible. So he's starting to relax. I think he's seen Dizzy May and Roddy. And here's Roddy, maybe come down, say hello.
Bandit's just hanging out here. got Malvi and her baby, and in this one I do not know who that is. Jethro, of course, is here checking out what is going on. Why is there a screaming baby? I actually can't wait for them to go out and then for Jethro to meet the baby. So he with Rox, who he fostered.
You all remember Rox, the one with the 2 broken legs, and he had to get one amputated and looked after by Jethro.
Again, Martha pacing past and he loses it. And now Roddy's going to take a look. He's like, hi friend, I know you. Oh, Martha just picked him up. It's go time. So Diane here is going to throw some raisins in, distract them. Mark is going to chuck Geo in. Probably not going to be happy about that.
Okay, come up here. Give him a last cuddle. Oh, it's okay. Huh? Yeah.
Like, you left me screaming here for an hour.
Okay, you ready? Huh? You gotta be a big boy.
Let the screaming commence. Here comes Martha. Oh, just pacing by. Here come the bandits.
Hi.
Literally all of them around.
Something's happening.
So now we're just gonna stand back a bit from the cage. So he's not so focused on us. Back right. Gonna say hi to your friends. So you found his friends, Dizzy May and Roddy, in the feeding cage. He's currently clinging to Roddy. Playing with Roddy. And Roddy's happy to see him. coming to inspect.
Well, I suppose for the little ones it's also very difficult to try and say, oh, don't worry, this big monkey, she's okay, she's looking after me, she's our friend. Because if you compare their sizes, they are quite big, and you must also remember, out in the wild, if it's the wrong troop, they do stand a chance of actually being killed. So that's why there's also this big inherent fear of just meeting another monkey. So it's not just a matter of them, oh, here's a mom, and jumping onto that foster mom. Out in the wild, if they're in the wrong area at the wrong time and a different troop comes around, they will actually kill the little baby. So that's one of the reasons for them having so much fear. So having friends around certainly helps and makes a big difference. You can see how they do help her calm down a little bit, or help Geo calm down a little bit. And also how well the foster moms are behaving. It's not that they've gone up and just grabbed her or anything like that. They're giving her time. They do avoid them. They do come close every now and again and have a look and touch and whatever. But it's nothing over the top. So they're giving the little one time to get used to them and used to everything that's going on before they really do anything.
Roddy doing a great job of showing him that he's fine and these big monkeys are fine. He's still scared, but definitely a lot more calm. Here's Martha just putting her hand around them, sniffing him. Roddy and Geo. Roddy really wants to play with him.
Well, as you can all see, that integrations are in full swing. So it is quite a traumatic part for everyone, especially when you've made friends or comforted one of these little ones, and now you've got to hand it over to a mom for her to start looking after, and just watching the little process that they go through can be quite difficult. But it is the rewarding part once you see them all snuggled up with the mom in the corner there, and they've all made friends and got used to each other. It's really fantastic, and seeing them eventually, this lot shortly, we'll hopefully be seeing them going out into the main enclosure and start enjoying themselves there as they start making friends with the rest of the troop. But this is the first batch. This is just the start. There's going to be a lot of integration still from now. We do still have a few monkeys arriving, because we've got up to a total of 23 last I counted. So there will be quite a lot of footage still of some of the new ones arriving and what happened to them, and then we'll be following their progress. But thank you everybody out there for supporting us, watching us, helping us continue with this work that we're doing at this time of the year. It is so essential. These little ones just need that extra boost, that extra chance, and that extra bit of love that everybody out there is giving them and showing them. And we really and truly appreciate it. So thank you for watching, thank you for sharing, thank you for donating, being part of our family, and also watching all the adverts and making sure our numbers rise every single month. It's really appreciated. Hope you enjoyed this episode, and we'll see you again next week.